There's four dudes dressed in green that may be more dangerous than the Ninja Turtles. #1 in the world, Dushan Bullet, joined by Tomasz Ivosev. I call him Frankenstein. He's half man, half monster. The Maestro, Dejan Majstorovic and Marko Savic, a Serbian surgeon. They're joined by their competitors, Amsterdam. They got some nicknames too. Dimes, Demel Vanderhorst, Aaron Royer with a dabber ranch. Jesper Jobse, the Job, and Sjoerd van Vilsteren, a.k.a. the Flying Dutchman. Glenn Tuitt, Angel Martinez, handling the officiating duties. And again, little reminder of the history between the two. Novi Sad is just, for whatever reason, at the Pro Tour, they have had Amsterdam's number. They've had, I don't know if it's a matchup thing. I don't know if it's a mental thing. But whatever thing it is, Dushan Bullet and company have that edge over Amsterdam. They beat them in Lausanne in the pool phase 2018. They beat them in Debrecen in the semifinals. They also beat them at the Chengdu Masters this year. That was our previous Masters in the semifinal. You heard Dimes in the post-game interview after their quarterfinal win. He says, man, Novi Sad has beat us a lot of times. Now it's time for us to change things around. Hey, it's the first time for everything. It is the first time for everything. We will see if they can make the adjustments, see if they can get that mental, sometimes that mental monkey on your back plays a factor too. I want to thank everybody who's been watching the action. My man Flintstone Pet checking in on IG. What's up, Flintstone? He's saying, man, this is a nightmare matchup for Amsterdam. But he says, I'm tuned in. I'm locked in, bro. It's time to get it. And this one's on. 10-minute games, 12-second shot clocks. Offensive foul called here in the early goings. Our referees are all over it this year. There ain't no more picking and pushing. You got to pick and you got to roll. You got to do it cleanly, or you're going to get whistled for it. Simple as that. Dushan Bullet and company looking for their 19th Masters win. 19th. This is after they went 32-0 on the Pro Tour last year en route to their 3rd World Tour final win. Ridiculous. The Maestro, fresh off that MVP in Chengdu. He's going to step up and try to put Novi Sad on the board for the first time. Oh, he back rimmed it. Dimes with the rebound. I can tell you this. There is not a team in 3x3 that Amsterdam want to beat more than Novi Sad. Period. And Amsterdam has had success in the national competition. Has not translated to the Pro Tour as of yet. So still scoreless game. Only 30 minutes into this one. Want to thank our founding partner, Nike, our global sponsor, Wilson, and our official timekeeper, Tissot, as well as our supplier, Skelda Sports, in Leo. Vanderhorst, he had the range, but he had no service. Fire up that VPN, bro. That's some good D, though. Sticking with Ivosev. Good deflection there from Dimes. But it's the bulletproof. Step back. Too much sauce on it. Now Royer. He's waiting for the screen. He passes on the screen from the Job, and a little miscommunication there. So now they're scrambling a little bit in this possession, and they're forced to put up a tough shot from Dimes. Consistent. You want to be consistent and crisp against Novi Sad. They're going to take what they get. Dushan Bullet with the one-legged fader. And then Dimes using that quickness advantage over Ivosev, putting the pressure on him on the baseline and drawing the foul. That's #1 on Novi Sad. Amsterdam with a couple. Oh, Royer crossing right to left, going at the Maestro. Oh, but he turned it over. Savage with the steal. Maestro with the bucket. 2 drips from long range. And Novi Sad out 3-zip. Oh, Dimes. Ooh, with the scoop. What flavor you want? They're on the board. Maestro with another look. No string music that time. Flying Dutchman comes down with the rebound. Dimes, baseline. Take that with you. World number 1. Gives it right to Dushan. And the Flying Dutchman, Maestro getting tied up on the opposite side of the court. Bullet, dream shake. Turns into a nightmare for Dimes. He splashes a mid-range, 4-2. Dimes trying to answer. And he does it from long range. But he does follow, and Dimes is moving a little gingerly. I don't know if he's got a tweak to either he's out of gas or he's hurt. One of the two. He's gonna step out for a moment, get a rest to look at his last bucket. Using that size and that strength on Mr. Bulletproof. Evo says pass is tip, but Savage sticks with it. Goes up, and he connects. Now Royer and the Flying Dutchman trying to work some two-man game, but sure didn't roll. Oh, the job though, giving it to Evo said. That was a hell of a finish. Look again. You don't believe me? You see it for yourself. The job wanted to foul. But again, you get to the semifinal level with $30,000 at stake. Then ref's gonna let him play a little bit. Speaking of the money, as you know, this year the top 5 finishers get paid $30,000 championship game. As an offensive foul is called, 20 G's to the runners-up, 12 G's to our third-place finisher, 8 to 4th, 5 G's to whoever finishes 5th. That's the way it goes down on this 2019 World Tour, where over $1.5 million is at stake. Evo set fouled by Van Vilsteren in a 5-4 game. Hope you're using that hashtag 3x3WC. I mean, WT. World Cup is over with. Did y'all see the World Cup, by the way, in Amsterdam? It was nuts. It was nuts. See, that's how you recover from a mistake. You just start talking about the mistake you just made. And by the way, Serbia didn't get a medal for the first time at the World Cup. So that's in the back of their minds, too, here in Mexico City. Oh, check out the hook while the DJ revolves it. Dimes connected. That's a 1990s throwback for y'all. And there's Dushan Bullet. On point like a harpoon. This is what he does. Royer gives it up. Dimes, off-balance shot. I'm not sure why. Kind of forced that one up. Probably could have set his feet a little bit better than that. So both teams get a break. 6-5 game. And what you've seen so far is really Novi Sad not really pressing the action too much. They're taking exactly what Amsterdam gives them. They're not forcing the drive. They're not forcing the two. If you're giving me some space mid-range, I'm just going to take the shot comfortably. And that's what they've done. And so far, so good. As a result, they got a 1-point advantage, 6-5. Maestro trying to drop it off to Evo set. Evo set. He tracks it down, but not in enough time. He's out of bounds. And it's back over to the men in black. Oh. Hold on. Un momento, por favor. They got to get something corrected. Let me take a look. So right now, it's 5 fouls on Amsterdam, 1 on Novi Sad. 6:18 on the game clock. I think they have to make a correction. Look again at Evo set. Trying to track that one down. But in 3 meetings on the Pro Tour, Amsterdam's yet to get that highly coveted W. There's Steve Sir and Jordan Jensen-White of Team Edmonton, whose tournament here in Mexico City, unfortunately for them, has come to an end. There's Coach Brian, though. He's standing by. He wants to see, oh. The missed layup from Royer. Oh, Royer with the move on the Maestro. The job. Nope, couldn't get the job done. And then foul on the floor. Evo said put his head down and started on a beeline to the rim. .5:55 left in our first semifinal. Oh, Savage got the chair pulled on him. Leads to a look from Royer, but he can't hit it, and neither can Dimes. That foul on the floor, but Amsterdam in all sorts of trouble in terms of the fouls. They're up to 6. They got no more to give. Vanderhorst takes the screen and then takes a bump from the Maestro. Only foul number 3 on Novi Sad. Pretty disciplined defensively. Nice little rub action, but ultimately didn't lead to a score for Amsterdam. Bullet, he can see clearly now. The rain is gone. The rain might just starting. And, you know how it is when you're a shooter. You see one go through the net. All of a sudden, that next one looks even better. That rim looks bigger and bigger. Right now, the lead is at 3. Novi Sad hoping that lead gets bigger and bigger. See what they do here on this possession. Savage, Evo set. Dushan, fading like my barber, but even better. 9-5. Oh, good D. Savage got a hand on it. Royer, he got 1 second. Oh, man. Quick move. How did he even get to the cup in time to beat the shot clock? Now he's going to get a look from 2 range. That's a good shot. And he connects like Bluetooth. And it's a 1-point game. You had 2 Dutch teams here in Mexico City. The Hague didn't make it to the elimination phase. Here, day 2. So their hopes riding on this Amsterdam team, who they have battles with back home as they practice and sharpen each other's skills. Bas Rosendahl and company looking on. They want to see these dudes beat Novi Sad. Maestro, no string music that time. Vanderhorst, too strong. One-point game. Amsterdam, they fought their way back into it. Erased the 3-point lead. But again, I mentioned that foul situation. Their 7th puts them in a penalty and puts Tamas Ivosev on the line. The big fella showing the touch. We rejoined this Novi Sad team in 2018. And I think he was the biggest key to them going 32-0. He misses the 2nd, but he's got an MVP under his belt, Ivosev for the Lausanne Masters. (10-8). The Serbians in front. Dimes. Floater. Trickled around the rim for a moment before falling away. Oh, offensive foul. Royer showing that passion. He sacrifices his body going up against Frankenstein. You can't be faint of heart to stick your chest out going up against him in the post. So credit to Royer. It's a big possession that he'll earn for his team. With 3:47 left, Amsterdam's just got to clean things up defensively. And you know how savvy Novi Sad is. They haven't been the best team in 3x3 for the past 7 years. By not understanding the stakes. Royer, back door, but Dimes thought better of it, decided to kick it out. Now the job, he turns it over. And then the Maestro takes the pass, cruises to the crib. Royer trying to split the D. He gets D'd up. Dimes, whoa, the floater, too much float. But Royer recovers it, scores it. Dushan quickly to the corner, two-ball corner pocket. It's the Maestro. Bottoms, 13-9, Royer. Oh, they leave him by himself. He was open like 7-11 all day long. And he makes him pay with a two-piece that'll make it a two-point game. Oh, Dushan, that's big brother against little brother. Excuse me while I take the score. 14-11. Oh, nice pass. And a nice finish there as well from Dimes. Keeps it a one-possession game. It's 14-12. It's 2:45 and counting left. Dushan, how many times have we seen him take that shot in this game? That one was a rare miss. Oh, and a missed opportunity there for Amsterdam. Savage to the left, He misses it. Maestro, where's the D at? Right past the job. Tank might be getting close to E. He's setting the screen way out beyond the two-point arc. Active hands from Savage to deflect it. Maestro back over to Marco. Mr. Bulletproof, your world #1 against the job. And he makes easy work of him on that possession. 16-12. You see several players with their hands on their knees. They ain't about to start twerking. They sucking for win. It's that type of game. Back and forth we go. Novi Sad has been in control for the better part of the game, but Amsterdam continue to put themselves in position to potentially tie this game or even take the lead. So Amsterdam start the possession. Oh, the pick and roll snuffed out. Majstorovic went down to the ground to get the steal. They give it to Dushan, the same matchup that he had last time against the job. Couple of nice moves, but that was some good D there. Stay disciplined. A four-point lead for Novi Sad. It's all about seizing the moment. By seizing the moment, that also means seizing possessions. Royer, oh. He got caught in a bad spot, turned it over. And get it down to Evo says, soft hands from the big man. And he's stronger than no deodorant. So he'll shoot 2 after making it a 5-point lead for Novi Sad. And you can start to see that worry start to set in on Amsterdam's faces. I know the fans are watching the feed right now, and you can't be feeling too comfortable with this. Now, was that foul called on the floor? I thought that should have been their 17th point, but looks like they're going to wipe it off. Yeah, they're going to wipe it off. It's going to stay 16-12 with 1:30 left. And no more fouls to give either for either team. Got to get the game clock set to where it should be set. Yeah, we got a little bit of a disparity between the game clocks. There we go. Should be 1:31. And now I think the dispute now is whether or not that bucket should have counted, which I thought should have counted to begin with. Yeah. And they had it up, and then they took it off. And now I think they're going to put it back. Okay, now, see? So I was right. Although I know my Dutch fans were hoping I wasn't right. Like, oh, don't give them that point. Yeah, it's going to count. And not only that, 2 free throws will follow for Frankenstein. Good on the first. Tomashevo saves second. Back rimmed him. Foul called on Duchan. That's number 7. I think he thought, yeah, it's a mental lapse there from Bullet. He thought they had 5 fouls. He thought they had 1 to give. That's number 7. So that's not what you want. That's not what you want to do. If you Novi Sad, which is stop the clock and provide a scoring opportunity for Amsterdam with the clock not ticking. Now, if they score on you while the clock is ticking, then you'll live with that. But now everybody gets a breather, and they get a couple of attempts here. Try to make it a 2-possession game. Right now, it's a 3-possession game. Minute 28 left in the semifinals. Novi Sad in the driver's seat. They haven't been as dominant. They had their obviously their win streak snapped at 35 games after going 32-0, 2018. And number 2 in the World Tour standings, winning in Chengdu, but finishing second in Doha. Royer makes good on the second of 2. But still a 5-point game. Bullet fires a blank close range. And then Evo said whistle for the foul. So now, yet again, this is where Amsterdam can make up some ground. Just think, if Royer had hit both of those free throws, we were looking at a 14-18 game. And Dimes, if he's able to connect, it would have been a woulda, coulda, shoulda. That's 2 big misses. 2 big misses for Amsterdam, and make that 3 big misses. So Dimes comes up empty at the stripe with just over a minute to play, and Novi Sad, they fumbled that one away. That's something you don't typically see from this Novi Sad team, but they gave it right back. They'll try to play a little bit more cleanly defensively. They don't want to be putting Amsterdam back on the stripe. They feel like they've dodged a couple of bullets with Dimes missing 2 free throws and Royer splitting a pair. So now Amsterdam, they got to get that 2-piece from somewhere. The job misses. Sure keeps it alive. Royer could knock it down. 45 seconds left. There's Jesper going to the spin move, the fadeaway. Missed it bad to the right. Approaching the half-minute mark. Royer called for the foul, pushed Duchan in the back. They were already in the penalty, so now Mr. Bulletproof. They'll try to show him how you shoot some free throws. We'll see. Let's see if he's been working on his fundamentals. Yep, Duchan, money on the first. So your 12-time MVP puts Novi Sad within a point of beating Amsterdam yet again. Royer, no go. 17 seconds left, and Royer called for the foul. He got Duchan's elbow. So now Bullet, he can end it right here, right now, at the line, and send Novi Sad back to yet another final. And you knew he was going to do it. He got ice water running through his veins. Mr. Cool gets it done in the semifinals. Novi Sad will be playing for 30 G's here in Mexico City. They won't walk out of here with anything less than $20,000, as they'll be looking to climb up the World Tour standings.